Joining us now is Evelyn Valdez-Ward, and she is PhD candidate for the University of California at Irvine. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's begin. What is AGU's Voices for Science?
So the Voices for Science program is both a science communication and science policy workshop in which a lot of geologists from different levels in their career, whether they be grad students or further along tenured faculty or working in industry, come together and we talk about how do we improve the scientific field through science communication and science policy. And so AGU gives us this training, and what's nice about it is that we get to interact with a lot of different people from all over the nation who are interested in improving the sciences, but especially the geosciences. And so together through this workshop, we work on projects together, we get training, whether that be written trainings for op-eds, podcasts, interviews. They teach us a lot of different things on how to engage with lawmakers, how to inform policies. And it's just a really great program, especially if this is your first time and trying to go beyond just the research lab and bring your science out into our public, into the nation, and improve the geosciences as a whole.
And this is part of a Centennial grant, correct?
Well, the work that I'm doing in particular was funded by the Centennial grant, and in addition with Voices for Science.
And what do you do particularly? What is your focus?
Yeah, so my workshop that we created, and it was inspired by Voices for Science and a lot of science communication trainings that we went to, is called Reclaiming STEM. And it is a science communication and science policy training that's specifically for marginalized scientists and created by marginalized scientists. So we bring together the worlds of science policy and science communication, but to advance social justice. And we really focus on early career scientists, so scientists whether they be in their undergrad or graduate programs, postdoc, and early career faculty, and we come together to talk about how can you use your science to advance social justice. But more importantly, bringing all of your identity so you can bring your whole self and not have to feel ashamed or have to feel like you have to hide parts of yourself, and really just creating this safe and brave space where we all come together, we talk about what it's like to have a lot of intersectional identities within STEM in particular, and then how do we improve the world of science as a whole.
And why is this initiative so important?
So the science communication workshop is really important because a lot of the science communication trainings that we go to tend to lack diversity, and a lot of the science communicators also tend to lack diversity. And so a lot of the times the paths that they might recommend are not really feasible for people who are from marginalized identities. For example, a lot of science policy and communication internships rely on unpaid internships, and sometimes that might not be feasible for people who have dependents or maybe, for a lot of different reasons. And on top of that, there's just a lot of other social justice issues going on in the world right now that we can't really advance our science without also addressing, for example, immigration reform or working with queer communities and that kind of thing. And so for this community to come together from all diverse identities, it really gives you more of an insight into what the world can be within science, and it's just not all the same kind of people doing it.
All right, well, we wish you future success, and thank you for your time, Evelyn.
Thank you.